Dalsan TV, Somalia's premier TV station. My name is Abdulrazak Ali, and let's have a look at some of our top stories. Former Galmudug leader appointed as envoy for Somaliland affairs. Prime Minister Hamza says he hopes to see a new Somalia in the near future. Government officials visit Hudur to review humanitarian situation. A very good evening once again. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. A government delegation led by the National Disaster Management Authority Chairman Mohammed Muallim Abdulle has visited the capital of Hudur in the city of Bakol to review the humanitarian situation in the area. A government delegation led by the National Disaster Management Authority Chairman Mr. Mohammed Muallim Abdulle visited Hudur, the capital city of Bakol region, to review the humanitarian situation in the area. The government has over the past few days been hardly affected by floods. The region has passed over the few days been hardly affected by floods due to the ongoing heavy downpour in many parts of the country, which has caused massive loss of property and destruction of transport infrastructure. The delegation was also joined by the Relief Minister for the Southwest Administration, Abdi Nasir Abdi Arush, and other officials from Hudur district and Maladagas district. Mr. Mohamud, who donated food aid to affected persons, asked residents to inform government officials of the challenges they face for them to be assisted. Now, the Somali President, Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, has appointed the former leader of Galmudug State, Abdikarim Guled, as the country's envoy for Somaliland affairs.
Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has appointed the former leader of Galmudug State, Abdikarim Guled, as the country's envoy for Somaliland affairs. In a statement, Villa Somalia said Guled, who was experienced in reconciliation and conflict resolution, will focus on restarting talks between the federal government of Somalia and Somaliland. Somaliland, a region in the northern Somalia, has declared to have seceded from Somalia in 1990 after the fall of the government led by the late Sir Mohammed Siad Barre. The region, which succeeded to restore peace, has held parliamentary and presidential elections, but the region failed to gain international recognition. The talks between Somalia and Somaliland began in 2012 when the London Conference on Somalia, held at Lancaster House in February, resulted in a communique. In 2014, the federal government of Somalia and the self-declared Republic of Somaliland signed an accord following 3 days talk moderated by Turkish Foreign Ministry. In June 2020, the former Somalia President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo and Somaliland leader Musa Bihi met in Djibouti in a meeting brokered by Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and Djibouti President Ismail Omar Gele. The two sides agreed on continuation of the talks, but a month later, Somaliland rescinded its decision, accusing Turkey of supporting Somalia against Somaliland.
Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre has said he is optimistic that a new Somalia will soon emerge from the debt, Al-Shabaab and political stability. The Premier spoke during an event to mark the first anniversary of the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia.
Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre has said he is optimistic that a new Somalia will soon emerge free of debt, Al-Shabaab and political instability. The Prime Minister spoke during an event to mark the first anniversary of the transition of the former AMISOM mission to ATMIS, where he thanked the officer for their sacrifices in the war against the Al-Shabaab militants.
Efforts to induce illicit financing of Al-Shabaab through strengthening of our anti-laundering measures. 3, and on the ideological front of this war, we have successfully unified the voices of religious Somalis.
He said that a lot has been achieved in the war against terror group, adding that the government of Denmark has played a key role in liberating over 70 towns and villages previously held by the group. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre observed that the Danish government has been at the front in the war, adding that neighboring countries have also played a major role in liberating Somalia from the Al-Shabaab group. He also said that the federal government of Somalia will continue to work closely with neighboring countries and ATMIS to restore peace and stability in Somalia.
Now, the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia has marked its first anniversary with a solid commitment to strengthen cooperation with the federal government and build a new partnership to speed up Somalia's stabilization process.
The Africa Union Transition Mission in Somalia yesterday marked its first anniversary with a solid commitment to strengthen cooperation with the federal government and build new partnerships to speed up Somalia's stabilization process. Addressing journalists at a joint press conference held at mission headquarters in Mogadishu, the special representative of the chairperson of Africa Union Commission for Somalia, Ambassador Mohammed El Amin Saif, said ATMIS remains committed to assisting Somalia achieve long-term peace and security. Since its reconfiguration from AMISOM to ATMIS in April 2022, the transition mission has achieved tremendous gains in securing territories thanks to the commitment of its military, police and civilian units. Ambassador Saif also singled out international partners, among them the United Nations Assistance Mission in Somalia, the United Nations Support Office in Somalia, and the European Union, and praised them for their continued support not only to the mission but also to the people of Somalia. On his part, Noor commended ATMIS for its contribution to the Somali-led peace and security process and promised a better future for the residents. He added that the federal government of Somalia will continue collaborating with ATMIS to ensure a smooth transfer of security responsibilities to Somali security forces in accordance with Somalia Transition Plan. Earlier, Ambassador Saif and Minister Noor said the respect to the fallen soldiers by laying wreaths at the force headquarters as a symbol of solidarity with ATMIS troops battling Al-Shabaab and other armed groups in various parts of the country.
Thank you so much for watching Dalsan TV. My name is Abdelrazak Ali. Have a lovely evening.